Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we've got a brand new range number for the Tesla Model Y. We'll give you an update on how the inventory is looking, and we've got some pricing, maybe even some bigger discounts to see which ones are the best deal right now. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best thing on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. We've got a lot of them: Ali, Jean Paul, Jordan, Henry. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description. So let's take a look at this. Shout out to Sawyer for posting this. The EPS confirmed that the 2024 Tesla Model Y Performance has 279 miles of range. This is compared to Tesla's initial estimate of 285 miles of range. So that brings us to a full stack, I guess, or for all three models. At Model Y rear-wheel drive, the most inexpensive, the one that is $36,490 with a 260-mile range. A Model Y long range at 310 miles of range, arguably the best value, the best deal right now, because after a $7,500 federal tax credit, which is taken at point of sale discount, you have a purchase price of $41,490. But of course, with inventory discounts, we're getting way lower than that. We'll talk about that in just a second. And then now the Model Y Performance has a range of 285 miles of range, but really it's actually a 2024 Model Y Performance of 279 miles of range. It seems like with the stricter EPA guidelines, or whichever it was, now it is updated to 279 miles of range, which interesting, right? Especially for the Tesla Model Y Performance. We already know it's a lower range type of vehicle because of the bigger rims, maybe not the lower center of gravity, but just the bigger 21-inch rims, which you can probably get certainly when we had our Tesla Model Y Performance with the 21-inch Uber turbine wheels, we traded them away to someone with the regular 20-inch rims so that we could get better rotatability with the tire rotation, and also better comfort, and also good range. And so it's going to be a lot of help with that to try and get you back to that 310 miles of range. If you want to check it out, we did a full video on the channel where we went through that full experience with that. But taking a look at inventory, we're seeing some pretty interesting things now. Now a Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive is as low as $34,730 after a $7,500 federal point of sale discount. Taking a look to see where we can find maybe the most inexpensive long range. It seems like the most inexpensive long range is around 39,530. Actually, right here, 39,530, which is pretty good deal after everything under $40,000. That is a slamming deal, especially if you factor in the full $7,500 federal tax credit. But still early in the month. It's still March 7th, so this is still the last month of the quarter. Of course, you do get that added 5,000 supercharger miles just by purchasing a Tesla vehicle and taking delivery by the end of the month. And also, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So you can get 3 months of full self-driving, which is valued at $600 or $200 a month. So check out that Tesla referral code down below in the description. Click it open, and then go to Tesla.com and place your deposit on a vehicle. Taking a look at inventory, though, inventory for the Tesla Model Y is still relatively high. It's this first top mustard line at the top. We can see inventory is still higher than at least the past couple of months. So incentives, could more discounts come by the end of the month? Could be. If the inventory starts to spike up again, we could see that. But it does appear like people are looking to transact and place their orders and deliveries of their Teslas. It seems like this most recent addition of adding this 10,000 supercharger miles or 5,000 supercharger miles is doing some things for Tesla, and people are looking to transact and purchase their Teslas. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic after this water break. Ryan, thanks for coming in. Morris, thanks for coming in. One, thanks for coming in as well. Hopefully you're all doing well. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. In this next topic, Rivian has released a bunch of different models. We've got the R2, the R3, and the R3X. I'll give you my thoughts on it and what we actually took action on at the end of the reveal. Let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So in case you missed this, Rivian has released the R2, starting price of $45,000, 300 miles of range estimated, 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, and available for you to reserve today for the low deposit of $100. That's also refundable. So deliveries are to happen in the first half of 2026. And so that's kind of a long way from now, maybe even almost 2 to 3 years from now. So if you're just even on the fence, it's a $100 non-refundable deposit, you might as well just throw it down and see what happens in the near future. But I don't know about you all, like this certainly feels like a baby R1S. I certainly like the design of the R1S. And so this is right in line with what that look and feel is. So I really like it. But the one thing that is kind of sticking out to me is that we like the R1S design today. And so what's to say we won't change our feel, or maybe this will be a dated design in a couple of years. But either way, even if they do update it, refresh, or whatever it may be, it still looks like a pretty cool car as of today. On top of that, it should have the NACS network, which is the Tesla supercharger network. And that's kind of what's held us off from purchasing a Rivian today. Even though we have a $1,000 deposit on an R1S, which was converted from an R1T, Rivian does not have access to the Tesla supercharger network yet. It's supposed to come this month in March. And so that's why we kind of been holding off on purchasing a Rivian. But here's the post again from Rivian showing the R1S. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Do you like the design? Do you hate the design? Do you think it's too rounded, or do you not like the look at all? But on top of that, Rivian did release a smaller, sleeker, maybe even more performance-oriented R3 crossover, and they also released the R3X as well, which is certainly an interesting style of vehicle. Maybe this is going to be coming out a lot further along after that. Maybe they're going to test it with the R2 first before jumping to the R3. We just went ahead and placed a $100 deposit because why not? Who knows what's going to be happening in the future? And that's future Dennis's problem to figure out if we're going to be taking delivery or not. But in case you're wondering, like the different sizes between the two vehicles of the R2 versus the R1S, here is a great infographic that shows the size differences. So it is shorter, it's shorter in length and shorter in height, and you can see the millimeter difference between all of these. And it's about like, if you do the conversion, the height is about 6 inches shorter from the length, the height of it. So certainly it's not that much smaller, even though it is going to be a smaller vehicle at the end of the day. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. Do you like the R1S? Do you like the R2 smaller sibling? Or are you going to just be waiting for a Tesla Model Y and trying to get the best deal? The other thing to think about here is that when the R2 releases in 2026, you can for sure bet that Tesla is going to release their refresh Model Y as well. And so that could be a very interesting comparison between the two vehicles in future All of Us 2026 timeframe. But let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the next topic. Actually, let's jump into the live stream comments. Ryan, estimated range keeps going down. Yeah, seems the EPA keeps getting stricter and stricter. Morris, Model Y performance is on my list. Yeah, it's a fantastic vehicle, but just without the 21s, in my opinion. Ryan, do you think Model Y Juniper will have closer to 350 to 330 miles of range? Yeah, sure, why not? One, no, that's all cap. If you own Tesla, you know that the larger tires wear out on the inside a lot faster if you don't rotate them. Unless they address the issue, they're setting up a lot of people for heartbreak. Yes, heavier vehicles, especially with the camber, you're going to be going through tires, especially if you're doing a lot of 0 to 60 runs. JK, I wish the model could drop itself to price to I wish the model could drop its price to 40K. Yeah, it seems like we're still above there, unless you're talking about, I mean, you can get a Model Y long range for under 40K after the tax credit, unless you're trying to get it even lower under that tax credit as well. Engine, sorry if I messed that up. R2 is on the way. Tesla gets rid of the egg-shaped design. Good point, because you know I do feel like the trend right now is big boxy aggressiveness, and so I can see what you're talking about there. Sean, I just bought my Model Y on the 4th. Do you think that would give me those 5,000 charger miles? Unfortunately, no. Tesla's really bad with trying to retroactively give incentives and stuff like that. One, I feel so bad for the people with 250K to reserve the next Roadster, but they still haven't released 1.5 decade later. Yeah. Seems like, you know, give Tesla that money type of thing. Ryan, 2026 seems like a long way. It'll be here before you know it. That should be a message for Tesla to good on the Model Y Juniper. Yeah, 100%. Eric, thanks for coming in. I love the 2023 Model Y performance. So thanks for using the referral code for that. Use it on my daily commute, 70 miles a day. If you go round trip, utilize Tesla's excellent trip planning and you'll be fine. Yeah, 100%. And so that's why I feel like if you got a home charger, a Model Y rear-wheel drive will be perfectly fine for that. R2 is great, especially it's actually usable. You can fit things into it, lay down everything for a bed. Yeah, well, I want to see one in person because the video looks great, the pictures look great, but we'll see what happens in person when we actually take a look at it. Kenny kind of bought it thinking it was a 285 estimate. Okay, come on. Like, it's a slight difference for that. Ryan, R2 looks great. I have a feeling it'll make Rivian grow and have a Model Y mode. Yeah, 100%. Narc, what's up? Thanks for coming in. Josh, thank you. Thanks for coming in as well. Vincent, would you get an R2 over a Model Y? I mean, I just threw the deposit now, but you know, R2 sounds like a great vehicle on paper, but we got to see that in person to make the decision between the both of them. Ready, Model Y height looks like 1,624. Oh, okay. So that means that the R2 is still higher, but I guess that's not by much, like 2 inches, 3 inches. So I guess it is like the size of a Model Y. One hole, does the R2 qualify for the tax credit? That's even better deal than 45K. It seems like Rivian is fully committed to trying to get this R2 to qualify for the tax credit, but time will tell for that. In this next topic, the Model S and Model X refresh is coming sooner, a lot sooner than we actually think, because now customers are getting their delivery for those Model S and Model X pushed because the refresh is coming now. So let's take a look at it, which is a great news for everybody that's waiting for a Model Y refresh, or not the Juniper refresh, but more so likely the interior refresh that we see in China. Let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to TeslaScope. They posted this. Customers are now being informed by their delivery advisors that the delay in estimated delivery times is directly related to the change we shared last week. Front bumper camera, ambient lights, LEDs, just like the other vehicles, like the Cybertruck and the Model 3, and other refinements will be delivered on the S and X soon. Seems like a tweet here from Mishka, who allegedly has a Model X on order, and that they received a call from Tesla that their delivery, their Model X is being delayed because of the updated changes coming soon. Pretty interesting stuff. So I would imagine the refresh for the Model S and Model X is probably coming in the next month or two, maybe even by the second quarter, which is great news because that would mean that probably the Model Y refresh, the one that we see in the China market with also an ambient lighting, with also, well, I guess not a front camera, but different rims, most likely will be coming to the American market this year. And if I had to bet on it, I'm putting money on it's going to be by the third quarter for a release, so that fourth quarter is perfectly built out in full volume to try and get that yearly number for Tesla sales by the end of the year. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Do you agree with that? Are you excited, or do you have a Model S or X on order so you can try and get your slight refresh vehicle for your Tesla Model S and X? But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. Definitely check out the videos on the channel if you're interested in watching the latest Cybertruck videos. We met up with a Hummer EV owner. Hummer EV is a crazy vehicle, I'll tell you that. We got his reaction, plus we did some comparison tests, including a 0 to 60 test with the Hummer EV, and you might be surprised by the actual results on that. I was definitely surprised on that. And on top of that, definitely check out our Tesla accessory discount codes down below in the description if you want to support the channel. We got Tesbros, Vion, Jawa, and also MAGBAK. And also, if you're looking for a front license plate quick release holder, definitely check out 1975 Creations, Tony Fan, down below in the description as well. But thanks for jumping in. Thanks for supporting. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.